I'm back. Well, how you guys doing? Today I'm going to talk about restaurants. Which ones I found were good. I'm not going to pick on anybody yet, except for one, because it is good. But I got one issue with it, and I'll bring it up near the end. Well, today, Pape and I went out to have lunch because Lily's abandoned us. She's gone out with her girlfriends in North Vancouver, which is good. She's having fun. But we're looking for new. My flashlight. New. Must be in my jacket. It's gonna drive me nuts. So basically, new. I was playing with a lamp and took the light bulb off my fan assembly in the other room because it had a problem and I can't find a replacement. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay. The subject of restaurants. Restaurants are any good? Okay, in Poco. What do we got for good restaurants in Poco? That's a good question. Actually, only one, I think. I think there's a Milestones by the Shaughnessy Safeway. They call it Shaughnessy Station. That one actually isn't bad. Lily and I went there a couple months ago, and I can't remember what she had, but I had the pepper steak. And actually, for a steak, it was actually pretty damn good. Service was good. Food was good. No waiting. Restaurant inside is very nice. Irene and I used to go there years ago, but with Lily and I, don't go very often. I may be taking her there twice, but it's actually not been bad. I think out of Poco, if you want something classy, that's probably the best one, to be honest with you. If you're after KFC, then I would say, and there's actually one that's okay in Poco. It's by the Costco. It's not bad. It's actually better than the one by the Save On Foods near Coquitlam Center. That one I just can't stand. It's dirty. Nope, not picking on them, but I'm sorry, but I have to. Service is slow, whatever. The one in Poco is not bad. It's not horrible, but not bad. Okay. That's all I got really in Poco. There are other restaurants we go to, but really not that impressed with them. There was one on the side of the freeway on Maryhill, but he's closed down because he's moving on. I think he went to Calgary. So we lost him, which is too bad. And then the other ones I find aren't too bad in Tri-City. Let's open up the scope. Coquitlam, Poco, and Port Moody. If you want Chinese food, good. Not as cheap as I'd like it. Proven to be dependable is Hans. Hans and Poco, Coquitlam is actually not too bad. Food is dependable, consistent, which is kind of nice because a lot of time you go to a Chinese restaurant and it's one day it's wow, another day it's like, oh my God, why did I come here? But Hans has always been the same. You want the same dish, it duplicates and it works, which is good. So I can't complain there. If you're looking good for good chicken, tell you where not to go from worst. We have this new one in Poco near Walmart. I'm not going to say the name. You probably know what it is. I know Norman's been there. No good. Dry crap. It's from the States. They don't know how to cook. KFC's okay if you're desperate in the mall. The one in the mall at Coquitlam Center is okay, but sorry, it's still not quality. It's just chicken. If you want good chicken, first choice near Hastings and Nanaimo, Church's Chicken is the number one Church's Chicken as far as I'm concerned. It's really good. It's got the old ovens, old everything, and it's done right. I'll give them credit for it. The one in Coquitlam by TNT, Coquitlam Center, that one is actually not bad either. It's actually pretty good. So if I get in the doghouse with some of the girls at home, or any of the girls, I can go to Church's Chicken, pick up some spicy legs, bring them home, and the world is happy. So that's a get out of jail food. I think I took Lily there for Valentine's Day one day. She liked it, so hey, why not? Low budget wife. So that's not too bad. Other restaurants I find are pretty good. If you go to Chinatown or Metrotown, there's the Boss. The Boss restaurant I actually do like, but the Chinatown one is better. Service is better and the food is better. The other one, the portions are a bit smaller. That's what I've experienced. But some people don't care. Um, there's another one in Chinatown. I think it's called Hopewell, I think. And it's the one close to the HSBC Bank. Can't remember the name of the street. It's on the main walking street with the Chinese Cultural Center. You walk in and everyone's waiting to get pastries because the front's pastries and the back is where you go eat the food. It's very good Cantonese food, to be honest with you. If you want the coconut buns and the chashuba and all that kind of stuff, barbecue pork buns, then it's good. It's actually one of the best places for it. Want good barbecue pork buns and that? Go there. Okay, so we talked about the Chinese restaurants. Well, if you do want one that's a bit fancier, then I would, in the old days, I would go to the Kirin. Found the Kirin to be good. The one by the cancer clinic downtown is not bad. It's a bit old. There's only one close by now. There used to be one by Coquitlam Center, but it's been renamed to another company, so that's not a Kirin anymore, but it's still not bad. The one at the casino in New West is pretty good. That's where we had one of our wedding reunions or wedding events, Lily and I. The food was actually quite good, so can't complain there. So if you want, pretty good. If you want other ones, I found hit and miss. The Sun Suwa is really good or crap. It's A or B. When it's good, it's good. It's wow. And when it's shit, it's shit. It's one of those inconsistent ones. There is one restaurant I found the food about a year and a bit ago. I found really, really good. Actually, it was letting me doing the seawall. We walked up to what do they call it? I can't remember. Give me a sec. The Tea House. We went there. Lily got lobster tail, and I got a beautiful steak. Actually, the best steak I've ever had in Vancouver, period. No one's come close to it. The only problem I have with the place now is about 6 months ago or so, last summer, there was some American going with a mega hat. The manager on the floor asked the guy to take the hat off. He wouldn't. They kicked him out, and then he got fired, and it got into the news. And the truth is, I agree with that manager. Anyone bringing in a mega hat being racist, I don't. I think a manager should be, the owner should be proud that that was done. Someone had to do it. You know, we don't allow someone who's a Hell's Angel to come in wearing his colors, or someone wearing some biker group or some gang group. Then why do we allow a mega hat? We all know what that means. It's basically, you might as well wear a Ku Klux Klan hoodie when you're coming in. We don't accept that, so I don't know why we should accept a mega hat. And that's my pet peeve. If I hear better that the owner has cleaned up his act and maybe apologized or done something to help that manager who got booted out, well, think about it. The food was remarkable, but I'm not selling my soul to a company that wants to deal with racists. I have a huge, huge problem with that. And anyone who has values, I would say, maybe we need to keep away from there until we hear better that the owner has been dealt with. Because this is actually, the worst part is in Stanley Park. So why does the Parks Board put up with that crap, to be honest with you? We're in a country, in a province that believes in treating people with respect. Having a mega boy in there is not respect. It's actually disrespectful for this country and this province. But that's my rant on that one. What other restaurants are good? That's all I got on top of my head for today. I am going to start reviewing restaurants I go to regularly. I'm trying a new one that's close by, Chinese one. It's actually Canadian Chinese family. They have a lot of Malaysian and Sichuan food. Not as spicy as we're used to, but still not bad. I'm going to try more. I'm not going to give you any names yet until they prove or disprove themselves. There's another place we've gone to, which the owner's quite nice, but the food is hit and miss. We go there for dim sum and other things, and he's really nice, but he needs better cooks, and I'm not going to say the name of that one either. And in this day and age, when I only go that much, a few times, I really want to get the bang for my buck, because today we're not making a lot of money, not like we were before. Salaries aren't going up, cost of living's going up, so I'm not willing to put up with ant food anymore. When I go to a restaurant, it better be good. Luna, hey, get over here. Come. Place. Good girl. Good place. See, that's how you want your kids trained. They listen. Okay. What's she doing now? She's laying down. But, okay, that was my thing for today. Restaurants. Want quality. If you have any ideas for restaurants, leave me a note. Send me a message on Facebook. I'm after good prices, not super expensive. Like Joe Forte, to be honest with you, not impressed. Hotel Vancouver used to have a place called Griffin's, which had great prime rib, awesome Yorkshire puddings, like die for it. Then they got rid of Griffin's, and then they put all that stuff in the center part of the main restaurant, which is froofy food. The cooks don't know how to do prime rib worth shit. I can outcook them, which is disappointing, because a restaurant of that quality, I expect way better. The Yorkshire puddings, I'm sorry, you guys fucked up again. Very disappointed. I can do better. And when they gave me gravy, they gave me this alcohol-based thin shit that's almost like a boiled wine. It's like, no, if I'm getting prime rib, I'm getting Yorkshire pudding. I want those done right, and I want a good, thick fucking gravy. That's how you eat it. And if someone wants to make it froofy, make it froofy. But there should be an option when you go to a restaurant. I want a real prime rib, real Yorkshire pudding, real gravy. And then for the pussies who want the froofy stuff, go for it. But I don't want to see that shit on my plate. I want the real stuff. Because I'll be honest with you, even when I went to UK last year, I figured going to London, I should be able to get good Yorkshire puddings. I actually went to Manchester, okay, football city. Could I get a good Yorkshire pudding? Nope. Cook in the hotel know how to cook? Nope. Was I impressed? Nope. There actually was one restaurant that was interesting. They had a Brazilian restaurant there. And the funny thing is, we have one in downtown Coquitlam, which actually isn't bad. It's sort of like Sambas. They used to be downtown Vancouver, near Robson Street. But that's gone. But the one in Port Moody actually is basically a clone of the one that was downtown. But it was funny. I went there with Lily to the Port Moody one. It was actually not bad. None of the male workers could speak English. All they spoke was Portuguese, which was interesting. The lady waitresses were good. They could speak English, so I could talk to them. But when I went to Manchester, they had a similar restaurant. But that was really nice. It was big and massive, and my God, Manchester knows how to, in those kind of restaurants, knows how to do it right. Luna, leave stuff alone. Luna knocked Pepe's laptop over. Very bad girl. Putting the battery back in. Oops, let's take it back out. Leave things alone. No, don't touch. Okay. So, really disturbed by Luna knocking stuff over. What do you say? Bitching about restaurants. Some are really good. Church's Chicken, can't lose if you want cheap food. The other restaurant I find not bad. I'm okay with White Spot. especially the small ones. They have really good burgers there, and I love their fries. The small ones. The big ones are interesting. If you go to the one on Lougheed by Canada Way, which is kind of cool about that one, my mom and dad used to eat in that one. You go to the waiting area, you can eat in your car and you roll down the windows, and you get your food and they bring it. I've taken Lily there too to do the same thing, which is kind of cool. The old days eating your car. Sort of a reminder of the old A&W, where the A&W used to, this is old for people like, gee, you're too young. Chris, I'm not sure. But in the old days, you used to go to an A&W, and the ladies of the guy serving would roll up to you. You didn't eat inside, you ate outside in your car. They had this long area where you could talk into these boxes and order your food. And they'd come out with these trays that would hook on your windows on roller skates, and they had the little coin thing on the side, which is kind of neat. You know, you got the old kind of cool stuff. They wouldn't do it today because being on roller skates is dangerous, especially the old-fashioned roller skates too. Two in the front, two wheels in the back, two in the back. Hey, get out of there. So that was good. And that's why I sort of like White Spot. When they have that feature, it sort of gives you some of the old days back. Very few places do it. I wish some restaurants would do that, because I think the last roller skating A&W, I think the last one I saw was out in Maple Ridge. So I remember going there with my cousins and that, and my dad and my uncle. So that was kind of cool. But that all disappeared, and it's too bad. It was, you know, the good old days. And I don't mean for the racism and all that shit, because that wasn't good. But they had some kind of neat things going on. It was a different time and a different place. The restaurants today, some are good, some are shit. Some of them you pay for the name and you go into them. Like the Keg, I find hit and miss. It's actually not bad, but I'll be honest with you, Milestones in Poco is better. Just got to shop around and look around. But if you got any ideas, actually what I'm looking for, really looking for, and I think you heard me bitch about it, I'm looking for a restaurant that does good prime rib, really good Yorkshire puddings, and fabulous real gravy at a good price. And make sure it's got horseradish, because that's the other thing you need. You don't have horseradish, then it's like having Christmas dinner without the cranberries and the turkey and all that's done wrong. So I'm looking for prime rib, Yorkshire pudding, gravy, and good strong horseradish. You find me a place like that, that'd be cool. And if anyone who's running a restaurant that's doing that and is interested, send me an email, send me a message on my channel, find me on Facebook, George Snow. You'll see me. Send me a message. If you want me to go try for free, I'd love to. And that's with any restaurant, actually. You want to pay me to go to your restaurant, or you want to give me a free meal, I'll do a review on you. But it's going to be honest. And I'll get inputs from the wife and myself. And if you're willing to feed more, I'll bring more people. And then we'll give you a real review of how it is. If you want to do it right, you give me a chance to go twice. And that's even better, because then it's not a hit and miss. It's not like, ooh, good this time. I'd like to be able to come in anytime, try something. And what I may do is, you give me a free meal once, I may come back another time to verify if it's actually been that good and see if it actually holds. Because the truth is, today, in this day and age, we want good restaurants, not, one because the reviewer's coming in. I don't care about that. You got to be good all the time. If you have an off day, that happens, but it can't be consistent. People's money is hard-earned, and they need something better on a life than you doing a shitty job and giving them a shitty meal and paying good money. It's not cool. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. Hasta la vista. Yeah, I got more tools in the back. So, see you later. Thank ya. Bye.